My boss fired me for doing too little, so I took my password with me. For 5 years, I was the senior systems architect for a mid-sized logistics company. I had spent the last 2 years quietly building a custom automation script that handled 90% of our data entry and shipping manifests. Because the system ran so smoothly, I mostly spent my days monitoring the servers and drinking coffee. To an outsider, it looked like I was doing nothing, but in reality, I had built a perfect machine. The new regional manager, a 24-year-old named Tyler who wore suits that cost more than his car, didn't understand this. During a performance review, he looked at my logs and told me that since I only actually worked about 30 minutes a day, my position was being redundant. He said the company couldn't justify paying a 6-figure salary to someone who just sat there. I tried to explain that I was being paid for what I built, not for how many keys I typed, but he wouldn't listen. He fired me on the spot and told me I had 1 hour to clear my desk. What Tyler didn't realize was that my automation script wasn't a company asset. I had written it on my personal laptop during my off hours and simply bridged it into the company's server. There was no mention of intellectual property in my original contract from 5 years ago. As I was packing my bag, Tyler walked over and demanded that I hand over the master administrative password for the central database. I gave him a calm smile and reminded him that per company policy, all departing employees must have their access revoked immediately to ensure security. I told him that I had already followed that protocol and locked the system. When he asked for the override key, I told him that the key was stored in a private cloud drive that belonged to me, not the company. He laughed and told me they'd just hire a hacker to get in. I walked out of the building at noon. By 2 p.m., the shipping manifests stopped generating. By 4 p.m., 300 delivery trucks were sitting idle across the state because no one knew which packages went where. At 6 p.m., my phone started blowing up. It was Tyler. He wasn't laughing anymore. He was screaming that I was sabotaging the company and that he was going to sue me. I told him to have his legal team look at my contract, and then I blocked his number. The next morning, the CEO called me from his personal cell phone. He was panicked. The company was losing nearly $200,000 every hour the system was down. I told him that my script was a proprietary tool and that if they wanted to use it, they would need to license it from my new consulting firm. The CEO asked me how much. I told him the licensing fee was a flat $500,000 plus a $20,000 monthly maintenance fee. I also added a condition that Tyler had to be the one to hand-deliver the contract to my house and apologize for his redundancy comments. 2 hours later, Tyler was standing on my porch looking at his shoes, handing me a signed contract. The company paid the fee, and I clicked a single button on my phone to reactivate the script. I now make more money in 1 month of consulting than I did in an entire year of working there, and I still spend most of my day drinking coffee.